Hey, what is up, guys? And welcome back to another Magic the Gathering Online League. Making a slight adjustment to the deck today. We are actually going to be using a Oblivion Stone in the side. I've been thinking about the matchups I've had against Mardu Energy more and more, and kind of come to a realization that it would be wise to have something for Karn to wish for in that matchup, because before it made sense you play Karn dies, but you wish for a 1-ring, you get protection, you get to draw 4 cards. But now I kind of don't have that. Like, a Mystic Forge really doesn't get you there, but an Oblivion Stone, on the other hand, really does work out well. So thinking about Oblivion Stone, thinking about some other possibilities. I do like the idea of Oblivion Stone the most, but we'll see how it fares. I think we do keep this, especially as we're on the play. Chalice of the Void in this meta is very good on turn 1, on 1. And then we can use Warping Wail to ramp us into 4 for Karn or Thought-Knot Seer, depending on what things are looking like then. Let's go ahead and cast Chalice for 1. I mean, we could also have gone for like 0 and then just Warping Wailed and once again ramped into Karn on 2 or Thought-Knot on 2. Commercial District, well, there's Persist. So that tells me that this could be Creativity. Well, let's Warping Wail. And let's start applying pressure to board. Failed Mirror Breaker, Arcanar Cruelty. They would need to find a way to get it in the grave for Persist. Trying to think the ways they would do so. Obviously, Faithless Looting, which they can't use. Failed Mirror Breaker, which right now they can't do anything with. I think we just take care of Fable and pass. The Archon in hand really doesn't do too much right now. The Persist is a little bit concerning, though, I will admit. I would like a land at some point, methinks. There's a Bloodstained Mire, passing, land. Chalice. Doesn't really help me right now. Because we can't really Chalice on 2 even right now to block up that Persist. Yeah, being a bit light on lands is going to hurt us here, I fear. There's a Dwarven Mind. Don't tell me, did you draw into Creativity? If you did, the game's pretty much over. Okay. That could have been a whole lot worse. Oh, but I didn't realize they started running Bitter Triumph. Rough. Let's pitch a Chalice. Ugh, that's rough. We're not out yet, but we're not in a good spot either. That's gonna be 6, 9 damage, so we only have 1 turn to do something. Tis a slight problem. Yeah, I don't know if there's a good way to get out of this. Because even if we're able to block this, this will still heal us 8 damage by itself. Yeah. I'm gonna say the game's over. Fable. That Bitter Triumph did hurt. Ren. Tower gets us to 5. Not enough to do anything. Yeah. You're just a bit land light for a little bit too long. So this looks to be Jund, Indomitable Creativity, loss for game 1, bringing in Stonebrain and Dismember from the sideboard. Cutting, sowing, Mycospawn. Okay. This hand's good, so we'll keep this because this is a turn 2 Karn. You also have a pretty beefy Kozilek's command sitting in the wings as well. So I'm pretty happy with this. All right. I mean, if they go turn 1 Faithless Looting, pitch an Archon, then I think we have to hold up the command. Otherwise, we can just go Karn into Liquid Metal Coating, probably. Just start strip mining them. Or sinkhole, really. That'd be my thought, at least. I mean, even if they were to fade this Looting, I guess we could go Karn minus grab Tormod's Crypt. Okay. Shock. Faithless. Are we going to see an Archon of Terastodon? You do not. Okay. That's fine by me. So unless they have something for Karn specifically here, you seem to be in a good spot just to close out the game. Let's say you, opponent. Do you have what you need to deal with Karn? I guess land Bitter Triumph would be a potential solution. Forget if they run Bolt. I want to say they do run Bolt. So Bolt, Bitter Triumph. I want to say that's only really 2 solutions here, though. Ren 6 would make it a bit annoying, but still would keep him at bay. Okay. Well, let's play Local Metal Coating. Local Metal target Blood Crypt. Okay. Target Blood Crypt. Why would you wait till now? Confused about that decision, but sure. That's fine. Pass. Can actually exile that from my graveyard if I really wanted to, but I kind of want to sit back on this Kozilek's command, I think. About that though. I think we go Stonebrain. You can't creativity yet. A real concern is looting into persist, but you have no black sources. So let's go with Archon of Cruelty, because you should have more cruelty than you should have Terastodon. Okay, they didn't want me to see their deck, unfortunately. Would have made my life easy. Alright. That's a win there. And we're going to run it back all the same. Nothing really changes. This hand we cannot keep. Neither can we keep this one. Down to 5. 1/7 drop would have made this hand so much better. Can we really afford to go down deeper, though? Keep it. Pitch. Pitch. Done. Pass. Go Temple, Forest, Curiosity, and then Brain on turn 3, unless we draw into a 7-drop. In which case, then we can Brain on turn 2. Right now, since we don't have Karn for backup, I think we need to go Brain, Naming, Indomitable Creativity. If we were to go that route. I was thinking about doing something. I imagine a Faithless Looting. That would be my guess, at least. Dreams of Steel and Oil. Well, yeah, that's going to take the Stone Brain, I imagine. I will say I don't like that card against Tron, just for the blatant fact that I can grab that back with Karn. It's much better to put it into my graveyard. But I don't know why that's a common thing. 7-drop. No, but I do like that. Mountain, so not worried about Persist just yet. I guess I could go Looting into a Persist. 'Tis an option. That does not look to be the case. Like they still could have. Karn. Fascinating. So I would love to cast Thought-Knot Seer, however, I have a mild concern. That concern being that if they have 2 creativity and a fetch, then they get through. So I think I need to hold the Kozilek's command. Just in case. There are a couple unique scenarios. There's a Dwarven Mine. Well, let's get rid of that. That way it doesn't remain on field for you to use. So how much mana do I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we could go Karn into Brain. Naming Indomitable Creativity since they have the ability to use it right now. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Persist is still an option, but okay, target you. And name Indomitable Creativity. Fascinating. They didn't use it, I guess, because they didn't want to get blown out. Yeah. Alright. You do have that Archon in hand. So I need to be a bit wary of that fact. I think we just minus Karn next turn. Your Triumph. You got to be joking me. What are the chances of that happening? Wild. The Stone Brain hitting the creativity drew him into a bitter triumph. That's upsetting. Yeah, I think the game's over. I mean, I can't really say much about that. Maybe we can rally back. There's a slight possibility that we can. I do say slight, though. All right, let's do this. Wild. One, two, three, four, five, six, five. I mean, you want to draw into something we want to pitch. So I guess we'll pitch the power plant and sacrifice the token. Right now I need a dismember. But then they have another persist, so what does it even matter? Or Renin 6, they can ping the Eldrazi spawn down. Oh, they're just gonna go for a Besage loop. Yeah, that's the game. There is nothing I can do about that. That is just unfortunate. Like, I think in that instance, it's always right to name. Oh, forgot to not go back. I think it's always right to name and double creativity there. But the fact that it got them into something to pitch Archon for persist is just brutal. Otherwise, that would have been really good for us. All right, well, with that being said, we'll be back in just a few short moments with our match number 2. All right, and we are back for match number 2 on the draw for game 1. This hand is not keepable, unfortunately. We'll mulligan it. This hand is interesting. A land saves it. I'll take it and take the risk. Oh, hello. This is hammer time. Well, this hand feels a lot worse now. Well, let's see how long we survive it. The Gardazaid. I'm in danger. Oh, wow. Okay. This is interesting now. I mean, we might be able to get away with this somehow. Let's see what they play. Thankfully, that Nexus is not hasty. Another Sigardazaid. That's fine. I don't care. I mean, I can get rid of the Ink Moth. Then they don't have anything that can attack next turn. So let's actually go ahead and do that. The alternative was to grab a engineered explosive for X equals 1 with Karn. I think this is just as good right now. The next turn we can start getting rid of those Sigardazades. I think, yeah, we just go for EE at this point. I guess actually let's grab EE now. Then maybe Leveler to 8, yeah. So grab EE for this turn and then Leveler next. But I think this should lock up the game. Good stuff. That almost was really bad. The fact that we drew into the Tron land is what saved us. Mono white hammer time. But now we know what we're playing against. What is my sideboard guide for hammer time? Do I even have one yet? No. I think it has such a low meta percent I didn't create one. I mean, Dismember, yes. Chalice is still a yes. Leveler is okay. Stonebrain I don't feel like is fantastic, so I think we just bring in 2 Dismembers. Yeah, I think that's right. On the draw for game number 2. Interesting hand. We'll keep it. Because if we do... Actually, I do want it this way. If we do hit a Talisman, this is a Karn turn 2. And that will be very beneficial. Then turn 3, we would be able to play Worldbreaker, which will be very good as well. Inkmoth Nexus, a bit frightening. Pithy Needle naming Karn. I mean, Karn just being on board is strong. Yes. Unfortunate, not the end of the world. I think our best find is still a... Jesus. A Talisman. Pure Steel Paladin could be concerning here. Another Lab. That still is a turn 2 Karn. I mean, they don't have the mana for Paladin. Interesting. I think we do need to go to Lab. Let's tuck the Devourer. Pass the turn. Next turn, tuck the Breaker, cast Karn. As long as they don't have a way to easily equip for this turn, then we might be okay. Saga will be a problem in the long run. Blue. What in the what? What? Is this a oh. Huh. Kappa Cannoneer. I was not expecting you. Well, let's take the heat off of me. Bring out Karn. At least gives us a turn where they can't kill us outright. But now we're kind of sitting here wondering what the hell we need to do to survive thereafter. Yikes. The Kappa Cannoneer I was not expecting. So it's Azorius instead of mono white, I guess? That'd make the most sense. Yep. Azorius, hammer time. Saga, make a token. Kappa Cannoneer. You're gonna hit me or Karn? I imagine Karn. Like, yes, I can't take it down, however, but no, going for me, just going for the kill. Okay. A race to the bottom it is. Let's play the Temple and pass. The problem is I can't kill the Cannoneer with the Devourer, but I might still be able to block it. Will it even matter? I'm dead, aren't I? Yeah, I'm dead. Yep, okay. Like, they can't haste, but it doesn't matter. Dang, okay. That Pithy Needle actually hurt a lot more than I was thinking it was going to. Oh, let's run it back, same as is. I think also not hitting a talisman was unfortunate. Talisman there would have helped out a lot. Like giving us a world breaker. Which, mind you, may have not saved us, however. It definitely would have given us probably a turn. Since it is Azorius, I do need to be worried about consigned to memory, potentially. So, something to think about as we're setting up our lines. On to play for game number 3. Yeah, we'll keep it. Best thing we could find here is a temple, because that would allow us to go Thought Knot on 2 and 3. Hell, we could even find Temple, Lab, Talisman. So we have, what is that? 11 potential hits off of 2 Devours digging 8 deep. I mean, our odds should be close to 100% of hitting what we need. So reveal both Devourers. Triggers on the stack. Chalice is also interesting here. I might take the Chalice. Chalice 1, Chalice 0 are really good here, but there's the Lab that I want. Alright, let's go Lab. And we can always grab Chalice with Karn. But I think with them especially going down to 5, Thought Knot's going to be very beneficial here. There's a Gardazaid. Thought Knot's here. Mystic Forge, Pure Steel Paladin, Colossus Hammer. Well, they need something on board in order to equip Colossus Hammer. Inkmoth Nexus is there. I think we do grab the hammer. It forces them to then play 4, Inkmoth into Forge, grab another hammer. Then we can just take the hammer again, leaving them pretty much high and dry. So I think this is correct. Just starve them of value. Yep, there's the Mystic. And let's once again Thought Knot. Grab the hammer once again. Go to combat. Here's Winds of Teeth, Imagine Crack It for our white source, play the Paladin. Yep, so 1 unknown currently. Alright, let's go to combat then. Five. Let's play Karn. Currently have 6 mana. Minus Karn. Huh. I mean, you could Chalice for 1. I think that locks them out, with the exception of Stoneforge Mystic. But then they wouldn't be able to play Inkmoth Nexus, or activate Inkmoth Nexus. The alternative is Liquid Metal Coating. Interesting. You could also Disruptor Flute, naming the hammer. Yeah, because the real concern just is Inkmoth Nexus. It is a 1/1. So we could go Ballista, X equals 1, and just hold it till damage, and they can't do anything about it. Yeah, so let's go Walking Ballista. I think this does close it out cleanly. They would need protection for the Inkmoth Nexus, as well as the hammer, in order for this to work. Otherwise, we should have lethal here as well. Good stuff. Alright, well, we'll be back in just a few moments with match number 3. Alright, we are back for match number 3 on the play for game 1. This hand is hot garbage and will get mulliganed. This hand intrigues me. Let's go. I think we need to keep the mines just in case we don't high roll into a lab or temple. So we drop a dust. Reveal Devourer. And unfortunate. Let's grab the command then. And pass. See what our opponent's playing. Pledge Strand, Crack. Sacred Foundry, likely Energy. Is this Hammer? I am intrigued. Kind of hesitant on this Kozilek's command, but we have it just in case. What are we playing against, though? I'm tempted to X equals 1, get rid of this Esper Sentinel, but I don't want to give them free cards. Could do it next turn, I suppose, but I think we're better off with a Thought-Knot Seer. Get to see what our opponent's doing, strip a card out of their hand. This seems like Hammer, right? What in the fresh hell is going on? Okay. Yeah, we'll take the 2. What is this? Alright, Thought-Knot. Let's take a look. Okay, so it is, in fact, Hammer. They have 2 Sigardazades. We can't do much about that, so let's take care of that Pure Steel Paladin. So we're going to need to hold up Kozilek's command. Next turn. Imagine they play both aids. Oh no, just gonna go with a Pure Steel Paladin. Huh. That's an interesting choice. Lab's amazing here, though. Huh. Because they can't instant speed the Sigarda's aid. And we can just get rid of the Pure Steel Paladin. Alternatively, we can just play Karn. And very similarly, they won't be able to move the hammer around. I'm really confused. I'm tempted to play the Talisman Yeah, I think we'll play the Talisman, pay the 1. That'll still leave us with 1, 2, 3, 4 to get rid of the Pure Steel. So let's do that. Play the Talisman. We will pay the 1. I will then Kozilek's Command and exile the Paladin. So now there really isn't a clean way for them to get a hammer onto something. They'll make a construct. That's fine. And I can pretty much clear their board next turn if I want to. Because EEX equals 1. Yeah. Okay. There's the Sigarda's Aid. Two, three, four, five, six, 7. I could do that, get rid of Esper Sentinel. Might not be a bad idea. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. That way I'm not giving them free card advantage. So Boros Hammer Time. That is definitely new, at least for me. No card advantage for you. Pass the turn. I mean, we could sweep 0 or sweep 1. It would be fine. Alright, well, let's go Karn the Great Creator. Alright. So Boros Hammer Time. That's a win for game 1. I don't think there's much of a difference. I think they're going Boros for the Fervent Champion for the Leyline Axe, I think. That's why they've gone with this color pairing rather than Azorius or Mono White. This hand feels slow. It feels very slow. I was like, yeah, we get Soin Myco Spawn, but then what? We go Chalice on 1 on 2. I guess we could go Chalice on 0. Yeah. Chalice on 0 might not be bad. But like if they have the 0 cost cards, they're probably going to play them. Huh. Kind of thinking we have better hands. Oh, 7-drop would have made this so much better. Ones like these do make me wonder if maybe going up a Talisman and a 7-mana value spell wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's keep this. We need to keep the Dust. We need to keep the Talisman. And the land. So I guess we have to drop both of these and then hope. Leyline Axe, yeah. Do you have the Fervent Champion? Mox Opal. Inkmoth Nexus. Guess you could activate it to then utilize the Opal for red. Yeah. Yeah. I love it. I also hate it, but I love it. That's kind of wild. Let's imprint the dust. Play Talisman. I love how... Didn't we just get away from a format with a 4/4 double striker? I guess a 4... Or was it a 3/3 or a 4/4? It was a 3/3. Or maybe it was a 4/4 double striker. To be fair, like, Fervent Champion isn't as... I mean, it's not as good as Fury and Undying Effect Fury, but still, it is kind of insane. Yeah. Dismember's really good here. I think I do want a Thought Knot. I'll just read. Specifically targeting Fervent Champion. Well, we can block it pretty fairly. Goodbye, Colossus Hammer. No, thank and you. I mean, it's right for us to block the Fervent Champion here. Yeah, that's fine. I'll draw a card. Flooded Strand, crack it. What you playing, friend? Axe equipping the Sentinel. Well, we have the... Ooh, well, that's interesting. Axe has how much mana value? 4. Well, let's go Karn the Great Creator. I will, in fact, let you draw. I will tick up targeting Opal. I will go down to 8 and get rid of Sentinel. Pass the turn. Saga's a tiny issue. And I guess you can hit Karn. Yeah. A land, you say? Well, let's minus Karn. Let's grab... I want to say we want to grab Haywire Might, target Urza's Saga, get that off the board. The alternative is, honestly, going in Snaring Bridge, which I think might be correct. Because I don't think they can do anything around Bridge. I think Bridge just kills them. Especially with Empty Hand. Like, if this was blue, I would think they would have something. If this had green, I think they would have something. Red? I don't think they have anything. And if they do, it's in the side, and clearly they did not bring it in. So, good win there. Good 2-0 win. With that being said, we'll be back in just a bit for match number 4. Alright, we are back for match number 4. On the play for game 1. 7-drop made this hand palatable, but without it, cannot keep. This hand equally cannot keep. This hand is interesting to me. Very interesting. Like, if we find a talisman, this becomes really good. Yeah, let's drop the Temple. Reveal Devourer. Trigger on the stack. I mean, there's a green source. It's not what we were looking for, but it does get us there. Otherwise, we could go Thought Knot Seer. But I think maybe going Forest is better? No, Thought Knot on 2 is better. Yeah, we'll go Thought Knot. leave Microspawn stranded in the hand for a bit. Let's go Lab, Devour, Chalice on 1, and pass. Opponent's thinking about something. They could have a force, I suppose. Very real possibility. Yep, so it does appear to be Dimir. Psychic Frog in the grave. So, thought not even better, now that we know that. Do need to draw into some action, though. Otherwise, we're kind of stranded here. I doubt they have a consign. Unearth, Overlord of the Bailmerk, and Abhorrent Oculus. I mean, they right now don't have any way to get Oculus in the grave, so I think we need to get rid of the Overlord. Otherwise, they will have something in the graveyard to unearth. Yep, there's the sewers. Swamp on top. Imagine they play a polluted delta. Bot scour. Ooh, there's the Oculus. There's the Verge, and then there's an Unearth. Yep. Oculus is a thing. And we're already in a bad position. Huh. Kozilek's command. They need a force, and for them to do so, they need to pitch that Oculus, which I wouldn't be upset about at this point. X equals 2. Warping Well really doesn't do it. 2, 4, 6. I mean, yeah, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it still really doesn't. So bottom this. Chalice doesn't get us there. I mean, I guess worst and worst, we Chalice on 1 next turn, but they're going to play Oculus. They didn't play Oculus. Why? They had the polluted delta in hand, right? Am I crazy? Why wouldn't they play Oculus? I guess holding up a counterspell? Dust. Well, now we need a land, but I think they're holding up a counterspell. Let's try and bait them then. It's gonna be easier said than done. Resolves. That is unfortunate, because, yeah, like I said, I'm fairly certain they have a counterspell in hand. Oh, they had an Earth. Okay. That's fine. There's the Delta. Attack down the 10, we need a land. Play the Oculus, do it. Do it. Still is a bit of a scary situation, since they'll have, what, 4 manifest creatures? But we'll need to draw into a land for Dust. There's the Oculus. Okay, triggers on a stack resolve. So now if they have a force or SOL, we need a land first of all. Not a land. Yeah, that's that. Rough. Alright. Dimir could be, I mean, it's colloquially referred to as Murktide, even if it doesn't have Murktide in it. But bring in Dismember, bring in Leveler, cut to Mycospawn the Dust. Chalsa 1 definitely good here. Unfortunate that they did force it. Yeah, I do wonder if it was right for me to like keep the land. I don't know. Like the land by itself does nothing, so I needed to find something. Just needed to hope that we drew into land after the dust. But on the play for game 2, no 7-drops. 7-drops, but not enough lands. We could hope for a lab off Devour, but that doesn't do much on the play. Ugh, okay, no 7-drops. Do we go down though? I think we have to. Okay, well, let's keep this one. Pitch, pitch, pitch. Yeah. Done. Reveal Devourer. Temple lab would be good. There's the lab. And play Mind Pass. At least this way we can get bodies on board of Cavernous Souls and ramp. So play the lab, imprint Devourer, pass the turn. Interesting that they didn't crack the Delta. Why would that be? Sewers. Okay. Keeps it on top, so now they can't crack the Delta. Weird. Well, let's play the Cavernous Souls, naming Eldrazi. Sowing Mycospawn cast. And we'll grab a Eldrazi Temple. Okay, so the thing they kept on top now gets shuffled. They find the grave. Do you consign to memory the cash trigger? I guess so. Okay. Crack Delta, Swamp, Overlord the Bailmerk. Grabbing a Psychic Frog, I imagine. Returns. Okay, yeah. I need a land and hope they don't have a force. Oh, let's go ahead with another Mycospawn. Would have been real nice if we had that first temple. So we'll get another manifest creature. Down to 15. Do they pass with mana up? If so, we can't Kozilek's Command on my turn. Frog. They could have a consign. Draw. 2, 4, 6. We're one short. I mean, I think we have to force them to have... Well, the thing is they have that 1 mana up, which could be a consign to memory. And that kind of worries me. So maybe do it on their end step. Yeah. Guess I could do it on their upkeep as well. That's a real possibility. Yeah, let's do it on their upkeep. It's one less card for them to think about. Get rid of the Oculus. Does this resolve? There's the counter spell. That is fine. Imagine they'll float the frog. How many are you going to pitch? We need to find a land. Murktide, so it is Murktide. Important Oculus. Yeah. The problem is now, even if we were to cast a Devour, we need to... Rough. Yeah, I don't think we can do anything now. I think we are dead. Because even with this, that's going to be 7, uncounterable. We get rid of the frog. But then we have to contest the 2 Oculus. Yeah, we would need a dust in hand. Unfortunate. Alright, well, with that being said, we'll be back in just a bit for match number 5. Alright, and we are back for match number 5. On the draw for game 1. I mean, Temple Lab does make this hand that much better. On the draw, yeah, let's keep it. We'll attempt to high roll it. See what happens. In an ideal world, we'll play Thought Knot on 2. Shocking Esteem Vents. So, is it something? Oh, is this Dredge? This looks like Dredge. Okay. Lab or Temple? Neither. Let's grab the command. Pass the turn. And pass. There's the Coliseum. There's the Reunion. There's a Ghoul. Wonder. Everything has flying. Confused because I still haven't seen any Dredge cards in the grave. Okay. Well, let's hold up command. There's a Bloodstained Mire. So this is Grixis Dredge, is what it seems like. More Reunion. There's a Thug. So let's get rid of the Thug. Done. think they're almost out of cathartic reunions at this point. Tome Scour? Tome Scour. Narcomoeba. They just hit none of the right cards, it looks like. Jesus. Alrighty. And All's Dust is good. Getting a body on board doesn't mean as much here. I'm wondering if we do go Karn for Tormod's Crypt, but I think we need to apply some pressure. The Wonder kind of makes it a bit awkward. Remind me if Coliseum does. Sacrifice Coliseum, target player draws 3 cards, then discards 3 cards. Lootings, draw 2, discard 2. Flagrate, discard X cards. So I think we get rid of the looting. Like, I guess they could Coliseum here. There's a gemstone mine. Black. Are you playing Amalgam? Yes. That is fine. We'll take another 3 in the air. Could use a lab or temple. Kozilek's command's interesting. We can get rid of Wonder and blow them out. And then ramp. Yes. That seems like a good idea to me. There's a Bloodstain Mire. Imagine for Surveil Land? Nope. Tapped? I guess you could shock it for the Conflagrate. That's a thing you could do. Coliseum. Yes. Imagine you'll discard the Conflagrate. Yes, and an Ox. Unfortunately, I can't respond to the Ox. That does make things a bit awkward. Yeah, that's fine. Discard your hand and draw 3 cards. Honestly, not the worst thing in the world. Move it to attackers. They'll attack with all. You'll then Kozilek's command and get rid of Wonder. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, so I can go 3 deep. Ghoul, Conflagrate. So maybe put the graveyard from your library. Yeah, so Narcomoeba's fine in there. Let's do that. X equals 3. No flying for you, friend. To blockers. Get rid of the Amalgam. We'll go down to 10. I think we actually will Devour of Destiny, maybe? See, it's kind of rough because the Ox does give them some recursion. Two, three, four, five, six would be short. And whenever creature enters, entered from my graveyard. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, I really want to exile the Ox. Though I guess then again, if I dust, they bring back the Ox. I'm going to be left with just 4 mana. So I think I do need to devour her and just apply pressure. Right now, at least, I'll kill them faster than they can kill me. I have Leaf on board. It's gonna be close. Depends on what they have in their hand, I imagine. Because they need 4 attacks, and I just need 2. I guess 3, yeah. What you got here? Creeping Chill. That does push the needle in their favor. Oh, they are in a dangerous position, though. Oh, well, that changes everything. Let's first go to attacks. Because we can just win here. We go to attacks, cast Karn, grab a Walking Ballista, X equals 2. That will be the win. Down to 1. Karn the Great Creator. Minus Karn. Yes. Walking Ballista. And we got there. Grixis Dredge. I'm not sure if there's too much we actually bring in here. Chalice on 1 is good. That gets rid of Tome Scour. That gets rid of whatchamacallit. Faithless Looting. 2 gets rid of Cathartic Reunion, Narcomoeba. So, like, Chalice is still good. I'm not sure if this member really does much. You might just run it back as is. It might have Consign, so I might want to bring in a leveler. Yeah. Let's just run it back and see what changes they've made. It's not great, but we'll keep it. Tome Scour. Whale actually might prove to be pretty beneficial. There's a Stinkweed Imp. Alright. A second lab is actually fantastic. We'll talk the Ulamog. We'll hold up the Whale. And we'll play Thought Knots here next turn. Oof. 3 creeping chills. Yeah, that sure was a dredge. Jeez. Okay. On to 11. Dampening sphere. So they do have that. That resolves. Archimede hits me for 1, down to 10. I'll play the tower and pass. Hold up the whale once again. What you playing? Cathartic Reunion? Yeah. Let's counter that. I would have liked to have rammed into the Thought Knot, but not gonna happen, it would seem. Let's play the power plant and then pass. Finding Kozilek's command eventually would be nice. That Ox is a bit frightening, though. Another Tome Scour. There's the Conflagrate. And the Silver Smote. But thankfully most of those creeping chills are gone. Well, let's go ahead and play Thought Knot Seer. Prize Amalgam really isn't doing much right now, so I think we get rid of the Imp. Yeah. There's Wonder. What are we playing here, friend? Call it. That's wild. They were hoping to hit something to get either Silver Smote or the prized amalgams onto the field, and they whiffed hard. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and play the Mystic Forge. Whale will be helpful here. Go to combat, because we can exile the Narcomoeba. I mean, they're eventually going to hit this last creeping chill, is the problem. Actually, 570. Go to end step just in case. Yeah, there's the creeping chill. Down to 4. And the Narcomoeba, so everything comes back to board. Yep, the delay triggers on the amalgams. And the Silver Smoke Ghouls. 'Tis a problem. Do we have a proper solution? Down to 3. The Narcomoeba alone can kill me. 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh. I think we might be SOL here. That damn sphere is an issue. Well, let's activate Mystic Forge. See what we find on top. Urza's Mine will be nice if we can find a way to get rid of that dampening sphere, but I think it's a bit too late. I think we are a tad too late. Oh, let's hit it again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're one short. Unfortunate. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. All right. On to game 3 then. As far as this goes, yeah, I don't think once again we have really anything to change. The damn sphere is unfortunate. Maybe we bring in the leveler just because it is able to destroy the damaging sphere if we get to 8 mana. So I think we do that at least. And just run it back. On the play for game 3. I'll keep it. Not the best hand, but it might allow us to ramp in just early enough. Especially if we draw into a land next turn, that would be ideal. Actually, does the land even matter next turn? We need to land a talisman. Yeah. The Steam Vents, Tome Scour, I imagine. Gateless Looting. I guess Looting replaced Otherworldly Gaze, which is what was in Dredge prior, if I remember correctly. Thug and Imp. Yeah. Well, this will definitely let us ramp pretty hard into this All Is Dust. Hell, we could even go cast. There's an Ox, something to keep an eye out for. Oh, they don't have any lands. Do they not? They went to the second main. Okay, they do. I think they almost passed their turn. Shocking for a Cathartic Reunion. Yeah, additional cost is being paid. Would be why we're waiting. I guess they could also go Ox. Could be wild, actually. Wild. Pitching 6 cards. Wow. Okay. Alright, well let's go Myco Spawn. Let's go Ugin's Labyrinth. Trigger. Tuck the All Is Dust. Resolve the Sowing Myco Spawn. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's take a look at what's in their graveyard. I mean, they have the ghouls, but that's about it. Huh. Yeah, let's go Talisman of Resilience and pass. I'll gladly exchange at this point. Yes. Let's see here. There's not much to do. So let's play another Talisman. And I guess let's play the Lab and tuck the Dust. I'm kind of just sitting here with this Whale in hand and seeing what they end up doing. I mean, they have the Ox again. They're just passing. Notice for some reason always going to second main. Weird. It's what, 8? Or 5? 8 out of 11? Guess keep a couple of prize amalgams and silver smoke ghouls in there. The thing is, like, I'll just dust the... Yeah, I'll just dust away. So, like, yeah, you're drawing. Yeah, you're getting things back. Why wouldn't you do 2 prized amalgams? Interesting. Maybe because you have some dredge cards. Yep. There's Thug, Stinkweed, etc. There's a Creeping Chill, Creeping Chill. You're digging deep. Down to 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Return all his dust to hand. Yep, and then amalgam triggers again. You won't be able to dig too much deeper now. Yep. Just keep those amalgams, I guess. Sure. Well, let's go ahead and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And dust. We'll hold up the whale. Wait, what? Oh, shoot, the late triggers. Fascinating. You might need this warping whale for a blocker. And then they trigger again. Oh, really interesting. Forgot about the delayed triggers. So that has me at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we still have enough to clear board again next turn. The amalgams are a problem, though. We have to be mindful of a Creeping Chill just kind of laying in wait. We can't actually block it. So yeah, we go down to 4. There's the prized amalgams. We'll return the Allah's Dust. Devour won't cut it, so we need to All is Dust. We'll still be able to hold up the whale. This is getting dicey at this point, because now they have the ox. Yeah, the ox is a genuine problem. Yep, there comes the ox. We don't have another dust, we know that for a fact. I mean, a Karn here would be good. I think Karn would more or less save us. Because we go Karn into bridge. Yep, there's the delay triggers. Dredge your entire deck. Do it! Yep, end step. Oof. Unfortunately, that does not do it. Alright. Yeah, not seeing any Kozilek's command definitely hurt there. Would have been beneficial. But with that being said, that there will be the end of today's MTGO league. We did end up going 2-3 for this league. Not the best result, but sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some, sometimes you see the right cards, and sometimes you don't. But as always, if you guys did enjoy this video, please do consider hitting that like button, commenting down below if you did see any lines or mistakes I made. As always, it is beneficial for me to put out this content as it helps you guys learn from both my successes and my failures, but also you guys might be able to teach me something, so that is always appreciated. And of course, if you aren't already subscribed, it would be much appreciated if you do hit that subscribe button. Right now, analytics-wise, would suggest that after around 300 days, we'll be able to monetize this channel, which will help me continue creating more Magic Gathering content, especially for Eldrazi Tron. The one metric that I'm not certain of within those 300 days is our subscriber count. So hitting that subscribe button really does help me out. With that being said, folks, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!